What's up, people? This your boy John Doe. How you doing? Man, I try to take y'all Sony fanboys seriously, man. Y'all ponies, y'all play slaves, y'all drones, man. I try to take you serious. You know, I got people sending me messages. I've been exposed. I'm giving other drones articles because they say they're not biased. They talk about one console, then I said, well, you got to speak about the other one too. And they will refuse to do it, talking about stipulations and all, man, BS, you know. I'm not going to say no names, but the guilty know who I'm talking about, you know. And I try. I see some people coming around. Bald Bull is jumping ship slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? Bald Bull jumping ship slowly but surely. And I see it. Look like he hitching his wagon to the Nintendo train, but that big gonna crash and burn very shortly. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna put the articles that I'm about to speak about down in the description, like you know, then like always. You got one. Everybody was speaking about the Microsoft, you know what I'm saying, Comic-Con crashing and, you know, the systems crashing. But it's funny. Ain't none of this visual proof that the game, you know what I'm saying, crashed or anything. It's never visual. It's always hearsay. You know, anybody can say it. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying it wasn't no proof. You know. But don't take what I'm saying right now as, you know what I'm saying, for too much, because the systems haven't officially released. So what people working with is dev kits. You know, no games haven't been, you know what I'm saying, officially made for the system. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy that's going on right now. All right. They say, like, when it happened, you got everybody reporting on it. Like, you can go to all your major Sony Drones channels, and they talking about the Xbox crashing at Comic-Con. All right. A video dropped today of the PS4 crashing during the interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to do a game, and the game just kept crashing over and over and over. Not one video all day long. Hell, I was even told, well, that's the game crashing. That's not the PS4. That's the game. Is you crazy, man? The game is crashing on the PS4, just like it did at E3. Nobody said anything about that. You know, like I said in my video, if multiple games is crashing or glitching up or messing up, you can't continuously blame the developers when there's multiple games doing it. You gotta actually blame the console, correct? Why are all the games having the same problem? You know, I'm just saying, you know. Yeah, but the game's crashing on the system yet again. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody ain't report that, you know. Like I say, you see the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy that's going on right now. You feel what I'm saying? All right. Now, let's move on to the next story. The share button. The president of Sony came out and said, well, we're allowing devs to restrict the share button. Doesn't that sound familiar to y'all? Do that sound familiar? Remember when Microsoft said they were allowing devs to block content on their games back at E3? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, oh, that's some BS. That's some BS. That DRM shouldn't be there. Remember that? You know what I'm saying? It sounds pretty similar. You know what I'm saying? But let the Sony drones get a hold of it, you know. Well, it's not a restriction. Shoot, I don't want the game ruined for me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my goodness. You know, everything doesn't matter when it comes to this system. It doesn't matter when they have to pay all of a sudden. It don't matter when they get restrictions. It don't matter that they're not getting all the RAM that they thought they were getting. Nothing matters. But yeah, the console that none of them is planning on buying, everything on that console seems to matter. You notice that? Have you noticed that? Everything on Microsoft seems to matter to them, even though they got no plans ever of buying that console. Even without, if everything was the same on both consoles, it was the exact same console, down to the specification, just different controllers. The console, even cases even look like. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing different was the name. They still would be talking shit about Xbox, except it'd be just the controller. I don't like the controllers. I don't like my analog sticks up there in one analog. I like my analog sticks close together. You know, do you see the hypocrisy? People sound crazy. Okay. And it's another rumor out there. You know, like I said, the Vita, another dead console. And this, furthermore, it's a rumor. It haven't been proven yet, unless that I know of, that the PS4, you can buy the PS4 bundle for $500 with the Vita. $500 with the Vita. They basically just trying to give that damn thing away. They can't move it off the shelf. They say, man, we got to do something with it, man. Just throw it in the box with the PS4, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully people buy it. Throw a little $100 on there, man. We giving these things away, man. We got to get these things about our warehouse, man. Oh, my goodness, man. But nobody cares. No videos coming out about it. Nobody cares about that situation. You know, like I said, not much information is coming out about Sony. And honestly, I can see why not much information is coming out of Sony camp right now. Because the information that they're withholding, they're slowly but surely leaking its way out to the public. It's some damning information, man. Man, y'all might get, oh man, ain't no telling what the Sony drone's getting. I'm dead serious, man, but it is absolutely crazy. Because I haven't seen nothing. Well, no. The cloud computing thing, that was good news. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty good news. So I can't say I didn't see anything, but there haven't been much positive coming from Sony as of the last week. It's all been week or two, you know what I'm saying? It's all been pretty negative. Let me know what y'all think about these subjects that I'm speaking on, you know. But this your boy John Doe, with another, you know, short video. I just wanted to get it because all of this stuff just been building up. And I'm like, man, I got to say something. Oh, before I leave. It was a gentleman speaking about the podcast. He brought up that we didn't speak about games. You know what I'm saying? The actual games between exclusives or whatever. And my reply to that is I said personally I felt Sony had the best exclusives, which honestly I do. I like Last of Us, God of War, Uncharted. That wasn't my cup of tea, but a lot of people say it was good. Infamous looked all right. Little Big Planet, that's not my thing, but it is what it is. Beyond Two Souls is another game that I was interested in prior. I don't know if if the story has changed completely, but it don't look like the same Beyond Two Souls I seen, I want to say 2 years ago. It looked like a different game. But exclusive, I give that to Sony. But the thing about what he's saying, you comparing apples to oranges, man. We was comparing apples to apples. We was talking about the two services, the features and things of that nature. If you've been in the car, we could have talked about games and more in depth, but that's not what we were talking about. And I see that he was getting offended because we didn't bring up games for this gen console, which really wasn't the argument at all. It seems funny how Sony Ponies always seem to change the argument that they have a chance to actually have the upper hand in. When it was E3, they didn't want to talk about games then. They didn't want to talk about how Sony showed nothing but multiplats on stage then. When the year before when Microsoft did it, everybody got pissed off. They didn't want to talk about that, And this year Microsoft showed exclusives and Sony showed multiplats. But the ponies were all happy and good, you know what I'm saying? And feeling good about themselves because Sony said that their console was $100 less. Whoop-de-doo. It was a gaming conference. What does a price point have to do with games? I don't know. And as from what I'm seeing, the DRM on Sony is looking hectic. I'm not gonna say hectic. I don't know if that's the right word that I want to use, but it's looking horrible for the users, the people who want Sony console, or PlayStation or whatever. It's not looking too good for y'all. It look like they bringing a bunch of DRM that they haven't informed you of. That's gonna slowly come out by the time they actually. But this is your boy John, though. But let me know what you got. Longer video than usual. Well, nah. Y'all know I get to talking, man. I get to run my mouth, and that's what I do. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And this your boy John, though. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna tell you to do that, because people won't subscribe. I guess if you're out here to tell them, and leave comments unless you say something. So I'm gonna let y'all know to do that. But I'm out later, people. Yeah.